You called. We have no mages such as you do. We have beasts in the shape of men who perform tricks. Some men act the part of beasts. You have your moments. Without constructive criticism, how will you improve? We have mages, we simply don't have the sort you do. For the same reason that we do not light our own houses on fire, or invite locusts into our fields. Our mages are controlled to do less harm than yours. They have their tongues cut out, and are kept in pens. As a fish stranded by the tide knows the air, or a drowning man knows the sea, so does a mage know magic. Can you have just a little drowning? Some things come only in excess. Knowledge is one half of wisdom, but there are many things that can only be known too late. We live in the world and magic is part of it. One might as well reject the sky. Parshera, are we going to fight the Darkspawn or chatter until they grow bored and leave? Very well. I misspoke. They are not beasts. Beasts learn eventually. Mages? Is there some reason you insist upon discussing this? I applaud your attempt to pursue knowledge, irritating as it may be. Nothing worthwhile is easy. You are better than most. If you have held on to your honor, does it matter that I believe others of your kind have not? You are not responsible for them. I know nothing of mages themselves, only their actions. You live in this world just as I do. You already know what magic is. A sword with no hilt. Say that to the Templars at the bottom of the Circle Tower. See if they agree. Not unusual enough. Can't I? My home has been under attack by the mage lords of Tevinter for all my lifetime. I have seen what magic is and what it does. My people have a tale. An Ashkari walked among the fields once, observing the laborers at work. Flax bloomed all around him, the color of still water. The air rippled like a curtain. As he stopped to examine a blossom, a bee stung him on the hand. The Ashkari turned to a laborer for aid and noticed for the first time the heavy gloves and coat she wore. As she tended to him, the Ashkari asked them why she was dressed so in such stifling heat. "To avoid your fate," she replied. "But there are many thousands of bees here," the Ashkari said to her, "and only one stung me. Surely your caution is unwarranted." "The stinger is always a surprise," agreed the laborer. "But so is the bee that simply passes one by." It costs a bee its life to sting a man. What does it cost a mage? I've been saving them up. Can we move on? What is your wish, Kadan? Perhaps if humans sought wisdom beyond the walls of chantries, they might find it now and then. I know. Wisdom is like breath. You need it, but no other can give you theirs. Guides along the path to mastery. You build roads, but you must walk them with your own feet. It's everywhere. In every moment of eternity there is a chance to find it. You have only to reach for it. Then someone should release it into the wild. It is in danger of dying out. No, that just came to me now. 3 exalted marches and the Tevinter Imperium. Tell me, where is the wisdom in crying for a derelict god to save you? No, he is an excuse. My people have a tale. A great Ashkari during his travels came upon a village in the desert. There he found the houses crumbling, the earth so dry and dead that the people tied themselves to each other for fear a strong wind would carry the ground out from under their feet. Nothing grew there except the bitter memory of gardens. The Ashkari stopped the first man he saw and asked what happened here. Drought came, and the world changed from prosperity to ruin, the man told him. Change it back, the Ashkari replied. The villager became angry then, believing the Ashkari mocked him, for no one could simply change the world on a whim. To which the Ashkari answered, Then change yourself. You make your own world. Sometimes people use faith as an excuse not to change. Believe in whatever you like, absent creators or whimsical gods. Follow prophets or Ashkari or omens in the earth and sky. You will find wisdom only if you seek it. When your people join us, you'll find out. Our ships will come to these shores, and the Antam will bring this land to the Kyun. I will hope that I do not live to see that day. Yes. Speak, then. What were they doing? It did not look like it served any purpose. That word means nothing to me. Competency is less exciting, I admit. Study serves better than whatever that was. They learned their place in the world. What do your priests teach the Emekari, if not how to be adults? Then who trained the Emekari? Parents. Are you speaking nonsense on purpose? If you insist on speaking, use real words. Tamasrans. But the Emekari are not theirs. They belong to the Kunari, not the priesthood. You let your Emekari be raised by them? That explains much. It obviously didn't work for you. I liked it. You are a Grey Warden, yet you know little of your own order. You do not know yourself or what you are for. It was cruel of your people to leave you this way. The Tamasrans see that all Kunari know themselves. Because you cannot decide who they are. You cannot make the world suit you. You must suit the world. Decide then. Why do you hesitate? It is your task to fight the Archdemon, isn't it? If you fail, preparation beforehand will have been pointless, and if you succeed, it will be by sheer chance anyway. You're welcome. And somehow this will bring us closer to the Archdemon. Interesting strategy. At least we would be going in the right direction. I weary of this. Can we move on? What makes it mine? It was theirs to begin with. They knew me before I was born. I was birthed on the day they chose, placed in the world by their hands. When I die, it will be the Tamasrans who note my passing. I am their work. What I do is for my people, always. There is something in knowing exactly where you belong. No need. I have been trained to choose as they would. That would be a waste. A life is so much greater than a single man. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on. Yes. Ours wear the faces of men. No. Even the most cunning emissaries of the Archdemon cannot pass for men. Darkspawn, abominations, plagues, and storms. Men are far more dangerous than these. One moment of betrayal can bring more ruin than an earthquake. You know this. Darkspawn are not our concern in the islands. Tal Vashoth are. They say they are Grey Ones. True in the knowledge of themselves. They are gaping holes where men used to be. Nothing can fill them. I don't know. There was a village in the mountains of Seheron. Farmers. They grew cinnamon and nutmeg trees in perfectly ordered rows. There would always be one person waiting, a foreman, a harvester, rank didn't matter. Often they would say nothing. Simply watch as we worked to examine the empty house, a new one each time, that had once been the home of a colleague, a friend. We always made a point of searching. Now and then a body would turn up in a river eaten by rain and crows. More often we found nothing. Even in the worst parts of the jungle, the villagers would send someone with us to see the tiniest piece of bone or cloth. Anything contained the possibility of their lost friend. Isn't it the nature of a wound to bleed? I have no more answers than you. Why do we fight the Darkspawn? Why do the Darkspawn fight us? You are. Why do you fight? In the Antam, we are told of the enemy. Assume he loves as you love, hates as you hate, and fights just as hard as you. It's a lie, of course. But does that matter, so long as you stand and believe you know your enemy? The Tal Vashoth wish us dead, and we wish to go on living. The point of our war is war. Undoubtedly, they've used it to kill countless people. Death is certainly a change. There are times when words fail.